Hi friends, what's it called again? Monero, yeah. Hi friends, Monero TA con right at your coupon. Hope you're doing really well out there. Drop a like if you like what you like. I would like that a lot. What we have on the go here is the Monero price action, and we're coming up towards a key inflection point in the market, having just taken out the 50 simple moving average on the daily time frame. Are we able to sustain this level or not? Very, very crucial actually. It's incredibly crucial in it around about this 150. Why is that so crucial, Rocky? What are you talking about? Well, in terms of the short to medium term, there's actually a harmonic that is really worth looking at in terms of the price action here. Taken in from the highs over there on the 19th of January down towards the lows on 22nd. Again, your B point coming in here at the 25th of January. Down there at 28th of January is the C, and then up towards the D. It's not perfect, you know. It's actually, this is supposed to be an 886, and the body closes down there 852. The wick goes down as far as 916. Basically, this is your 886. This is essentially a perfect harmonic for us here. This would be a Gartley, by the way. And what they have then is, of course, having come towards exactly onto the apex of it. Failure to maintain price action above the 150 zone does mean that we're looking down towards key targets down below, namely this one in here at 135. That would offer up a fantastic buying opportunity. We also have a couple other targets to be aware of. For instance, the B point, and that comes in there at 147. Trading it from right at this point right here could be a little bit greedy in a sense, you know, but of course we do have other targets to look to, and we've not quite fulfilled. For instance, at 161, that's another big area for us. Now as well, if we do actually pull back from this area, what does it look like from a broader time frame? Well, if I jump up towards a 2-day or something like that, I might be able to mangle this properly for us into shape. Let me see. Yeah, looking good. You know, we're sustaining price action above the 50 period moving average. Overall upward trend. This point here, when the markets reached their high recently as well for us, and everybody kind of, you know, wanted to evade paying taxes, so they moved their money into Monero before taking off its exchanges and acted in that sort of nefarious way, is obviously what led to this high and then the massive pullback since, whenever the demand capitulated. But of course, as we see other prices going towards the top side, it definitely helps with the whole use case for Monero, and this then becomes wonderful and lovely again. We can absolutely be looking towards our next target towards the top side. What would we need to do to get there? Excuse me, as the explosion of color comes back on here when everything rematerializes on the chart. Let me just make sure I've got this lined up properly, as I want to look towards the clear areas of inflection in around these zones. Actually, it's about there. So the 236 comes in here at 139. Of course, you know, these are the areas to be looking out for. Crucial then that we do find support if we see a pullback from this off the back of the harmonic and don't continue to go towards the downside, in which case, if we did, we'd be looking at this and saying a high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low, and a downward trend. Okay, so that's extremely important for us. But then looking towards the top sides, if we have, you know, taken out the 236, what's the next natural target? That's the 50%. It lines up there at the 157 area. The 618, lovely retrace target, and this would also as well just be with the implication that you might not even go any higher at 166. Nice area for us, knowing that the 618's in there at 166. Lovely set of numbers for us. But the general expectation really kind of has to be that we have a continuation towards the top side. Have we done enough to resolve this movement down the way so far? Well, let's just draw this in real quick, even though I've probably done it 1,000 times for everybody already. Let's do it anyway. 236 is in there. And we are seeing that that lines up with this 150 price point. If we want to avoid having a failure in the market by moving down past the 236, creating a valid Fibonacci and creating targets towards the downside, such as $107 or indeed $85, all totally possible. And indeed the 200 simple period moving average here on the 2-day time frame, a 2-day time frame for that one, maybe not the best. But you know, looking down here, we know that this is a potential for us if we were to see a big fall in the markets, and again that just underlines the importance of staying up here above the 150s. We've made it so far. It'd be nice to see us go on. Do I expect to see a bit of a retrace? I kind of do. We probably will break this 150. I actually just expect us to probably find our feet again at 135, in all honesty for you. I'm in the luxurious position to be able to be honest about this, having taken profits on this at the resolution of this bearish Gartley here. But of course, if this fails, and it's very easy for it to fail, then I'll just resolve to, you know, not be bothered about that pattern anymore. What would take it to fail would be moving up above and of course hitting these targets at 162, etc. at the minute would probably result in a failure of this, and who's to say it could even go on further. We know that the 618's in around about that 166 area. Pushing on past that actually takes out this market, you know, our previous inflection zone, and it does mean that we could be looking towards and going up the way. On the 24-hour time frame, you see that this is of course a couple of lows, a low here, lower than our previous low, lower than our other low, MACD bullish divergence, RSI, we've got the divergences, we've got everything in place to be able to continue to go towards the top side. What does this then offer up for us? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, none of this financial advice, but there you have your best buy on Monero for the rest of the winter, for the rest of winter, right? That's probably a reasonable enough thing to say. Thanks very much. Oh, of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere, like, shout out to my friend Lee Chinnick, who's a subscriber to the channel, then the rest of summer. Right? Cool. Okay. Nice one. Catch you in a live stream sometime. Drop a like. I'd love to see you there. What did you think of that, by the way? Because I didn't tell anybody I was going to do that. Nobody knew about it. What did you think of that? Does that make any sense to you? Was that some good TA? Was that a nice bit of TA for you? I want to know. I mean, what do you think? It's amazing, right? I think it's amazing. I freaking love TA. And why wouldn't I when it's so gosh darn good? But if you don't feel the same, that's okay. We don't all have to like the same things to quite the same degree. But I'm pretty sure that was awesome. That guy with the kendama, nice to see you, buddy. By the way, you leave some of the best comments on my channel at times. It's really good to see you here. It's great to see you and all that. I'll just say it another time. It's great to see you. Hope so. Let's see. Rocky sure knows his stuff. Deserves more clout in the community. Thanks for that. Love that comment. I hope so. If you've gone a while just trading. But I always have Rocky to thank for the TA education. Look at that. Yet another example. By the way, earlier on in this show, I was talking about the same thing with regards to Sean, who you might have met through the channel here. Who knows? I don't know the interrelations that everybody has here. But if you know, like, you know, Sean, for instance, is a great guy, and he also probably won't be watching this live right now, but he might tune in at some time in the future. And he, just like yourself, trading. You know, there's a bit of a trade-off. You know, I could teach people badly. They need to keep coming back. I prefer to teach a man to fish so that we can all go out and wage war. I hope that your war against the fish has been absolutely successful. We're talking